Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are gonna do a burlap cross craft. Is this cool or what? A friend of mine made the frame for me from some barn wood that somehow I got. And then this is just burlap ribbon, and you can do all kinds of different things. So let me just show you how it works. So I'm using a frame. He made me too. So I'm using a frame, but you can use just a block of wood. Doesn't have to be a frame. It can be part of a pallet. Really, sky's the limit. And then this happens to be wired burlap ribbon. Does not need to be wired, but that's what I had, so that's what I'm going to use. And I am using a glue gun to make it simple, but as we know, a hot glue gun can melt if it gets re-hot, right? If we get it hot again, re-hot. If it gets heated up again. So think about where you're going to put this in your house. Think about where you're going to put it, and then evaluate if you're using hot glue or not. Mine's going to be inside, not a problem. But if I put it on my front door, huge problem, because the heat really gets my door. The sun really heats up my door, and so it just fall off. And I've done that more than once, that I've used hot glue to do a craft and then put it on my front door. So as you saw, I just put a generous amount of hot glue, and I'm using my handy dandy silicone finger so I don't hurt myself, hopefully. And we'll let that dry. I actually probably put too much on there, so let's do a little less over here. And just pull it tight and hold it down. Much better, much better. So I check it to make sure that it's in the center or where I want to be. My frame is not square, which is part of what I love about it. It's off a little bit because it's going with the natural wood. So you do not have to use this kind of frame. You need to use your style, whatever your style is. So I like farmhouse style. But you can use a fancier one. See how we're getting there? Whatever works for you. Okay, so I just pre-cut the ribbon, but just measure it before you cut. See if it's gonna fit. Hold it down here good. This one's a little short. Long. There we go. And get some more on there. Pull it tight and hold it. See how easy this is? Not too hard. All right, did that finally dry? I really put a lot of glue on that first one. Okay, now then, let's see what we got so far. Like this. Now I want to smush these together. See how these are smushed together? That is just jute. So, still upside down on my table, I'm going to take some jute and put it up under, and I'm gonna tie crosswise, this way and this way. I'm gonna put a piece here, tie it in the back. Put a piece here, tie it in the back. Not sure what that was. Okay, so I am still keeping it attached. Not sure how much I want to use. I'm pulling tight, 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 and tying a knot. I'm going to use glue to reinforce my knot. It's all in the back, so it doesn't matter. No one's going to see it. So, pull, pull, pull. Nice tight knot. I'm going to cut my ends off, and I'm going to make another one. Theoretically, you could just use one piece and go around again. Wonder if I want to do that. Let's try it. I'm still connected, right? I'm going to go around my other side. See if I like that. Works just as good. So you can cut it twice or just use one piece. It doesn't matter. I'm tying a knot. I would have, or could have only tied one knot. It just doesn't matter. It all works the same. So I did these two different. I used two pieces on the first frame you see, and I used one on this one. Cut my ends off. Let's see what it looks like. It looks good. Now that's cute with just a cross on it, but I'm gonna put a flower on this one because I like that pop of color. So first things first, I'm going to reinforce my knot on the back, just to be on the safe side so it doesn't come loose on me. Oh, I know what I dropped. I dropped my glue stick. I put it in there a little prematurely anyway. I wanted to make sure I had enough. So I'm going to use my silicone finger again and make sure it's smeared all on that knot and dry before I turn around. And then I'm going to add my flower, and then we're going to be done. Okay. I do like that cross. But I do love this color. So it's just a fake yellow flower that I thought looked very farmhousey. I cut the ends off the back so it'll lay flatter, but I did leave the plastic on there to make sure my flower didn't fall apart. I want to put some glue on there, place it where I want it, and hold it. And oops, that's my finished product. How cool is that? It's so simple. Again, you can use any kind of a frame or a block of wood. You can use hot glue as we use today. If you're going to put it where it might get reheated again, use a staple gun if you got one of those. We put the ribbon here. This one happens to be wired ribbon, but it doesn't have to be. And then we tied jute to make it pucker, put something in the center, and we have a burlap cross. I love it. I hope you do too. And I hope you make your own. If you do, show me what they look like. All right. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.